Hey, it's Michael Saul with the Stock Market Trading Watch List for Thursday, December 29th, 2011. Excuse my raspy voice. Not going to make this a long video here. Just want to take a look at what happened on Wednesday, look at some sectors and some stocks. We came into Wednesday with a very narrow range session being printed on Tuesday. We got some range expansion on Wednesday, and now it looks like we're at the start or maybe even the end of a small correction. We have moving averages that are pointing up that could come into play support, so we're going to watch that on further downside early on Thursday, but watch all about that on the S&P video here. We have some short-term buy signals here, but I'm not so sure that the market is going to be able to get above unchanged, which is this light blue line. I don't know if it's exact, but it's close enough for reference. We were above it for a couple of days, and we got back below it. This is unchanged, by the way, for the years, what I mean. So that's what I'm looking at. I want to see if we get further downside. Does it hold, and can we get a bounce into the last, whatever it is, 2 days of the year or 1.5 days, depending on if we trade down in the morning on Thursday. All right. NASDAQ 100 was the leader. Actually, only lost 1.14%, but did continue off that rejection of the 50-day moving average that we saw on Tuesday. All right. So watch and see if that 10-day comes in as potential support. Russell was the downside leader, down 2.12%. Have the moving averages right there. See if that will hold as potential support. Still have the 200-day above as potential resistance. Semiconductors also got the rejection from moving average. This time it was the 89 EMA. Watch that 10-day at 357 and change. Banks. Okay. Banks pulling in. Watch the moving averages coming up. Here's Bank of America. All right, having a 2-day whacker job here. You can see down. What was down today? Oh, over 3%. So want to see if these lows hold or not on this retest. See if we can get a bounce back to the maybe 50-day moving average here. JP Morgan. Okay, pulling back to its 50. Northern Trust. Okay, this was one that was showing okay relative strength. Broke out of this little consolidation, but now came right back down. Watch the 20 EMA as potential support. Cyclicals. Yeah, not looking so hot here. See if they can hold somewhere in here. GLD breaking down now, down 2.39%. All right, we saw this pattern the end of last week. We started to come out of it here. Silver, the same thing. Watching for silver to break 20, actually, down 5.7% on Wednesday. Here's oil, USO. Ran into resistance from this trend line. Watching the 20 EMA and then the 200-day to see if they hold. Let's look at some stocks. Apple. Come on. Boy, it's taking longer waiting for the charts to come up than it is to actually do a commentary on them. It's brutal. All right, I'll be back when the chart comes up. All right, Apple had been showing good relative strength, but down, let's see what it's showing down, about less than 1%. Yeah, watching for support on the previous breakout level. So watching that 396, 396.41. Also have 400, whole round number. Amazon. Okay. Still testing this reversal candle. I mean, below the moving averages here, definitely not strong. We didn't look at XPD, so we'll look at that real quick. Yeah, down 1.6%. Here's Goldman. Not looking nice at all. All right, we talked about this, that if the market decided to pull in, watch the financials as potential downside leaders. That's what we're seeing. Google. All right, popped up here. Look at the weekly chart. You can see this was the previous high. not all-time high as somebody reported today. I read in Newswire that Google was at all-time highs. I don't know where that's from, but definitely from the high of this consolidation, but it could not hold. So I mean, this could be a wicked range that could form here on Google, but we'll see. Obviously, just because it rejected on Wednesday doesn't mean the next time it goes up it won't get through. Baidu, looking more bearish than bullish for sure, below the moving averages except the 10-day. Price line, not much there. CMG, trying to creep higher here. Broke out of this little consolidation on Tuesday. Can see a little bit of continuation on Wednesday. And that's it, guys. I feel like crap, so I'm having trouble talking here. So let's see what happens here. Let's see if we hold support. If we do, let's see if we can get a potential bounce into the last couple of days. If not, watch how we act around support. Have a great trading day on Thursday. Talk to everybody again, hopefully, if my voice is here, on Friday.